running too hot. The Fed just pumped it and coincidentally sold at the top. If it's a transitory story, disregarded the warnings that M2 money chart be looking like a jack in the box. Got the CPI hot, got the PPI hot. You turns inverts and the bubble gonna pop. Is the different gonna drop? JP's gotta face the noise. Stage fright, rate high, few days. Support inflation, major pain. Better make the choice. The Fed talk, Fred Hawks better raise the voice. The game deployed the same and the aim to avoid that in the plebs win. So we remain employed. Dun, 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 dun. Every day's the same. Wake up and I check. If the Fed don't give it, is it over? Cause I'm wrecked. We got Kathy writing letters, losing all respect. And my ledger's getting heavy, like a noose around my neck. No qualms, spread math terror, a real past terror. 3 arrows in the back, it's a bad energy. Jimmy black math sacks and your black sweater. Sub-zero flow, that's bad weather. But you never expect, Cheddar the better protect. Cheddar's the best investment in retrospect. Whether you're in BTC or GBP, beat the dust, TCR, pump USD and let it. Dun, 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 dun. I bet you thought I let the boy off scot-free. That's mainstream media, not me. I'm gonna scream if I see another puff piece. At least report on a criminal properly. Goddamn. No remorse yet. Let me guess. Money talk, so we can't confess. They want to hear a couple words on FTX. Yeah, sure. Fuck SBF. Dun, 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 dun.
Okay.
Mic check, mic check. Mic check 1 2. Mic check 1 3. Hey, top of the morning, everybody. Let's see here. Top of the morning to St. August and Luke Zeldin. Mike's just stuffed right up in my face. It's just stuffed right up in my face. And G Corp and Tommy and Aaron. Morning. Morning. Right. Let's see what we got, what we don't got. Grab a seat. Let's get crack-a-lackin'. Oh, God, I'm so exhausted. Do I even want to hunt for a position right here? Well, I suppose we probably should. Suppose we probably should. Here. And something like this. No, wrong button. It's not the right button. It's not a very great risk to reward. Hopefully there's an opportunity to refine that. Yeah, so, I mean, there's an idea. I don't know if it's been, but it's an idea. Yeah, I think I'm gonna stick with that. Let's get that on here. What chart am I on? Oh, I'm on the Bing X chart. Let's maybe not do that. My bad. Can we like delete all this stuff? I guess before I delete all this stuff, does anybody want to talk about any of this stuff? No, I don't want to delete it all. I don't want to. I don't want to. So let's make a compromise. Let's delete the lower half of it. Last call. Anybody want to walk through any of those trades, any of the confirmations I used, any of the take profits, why I took the profits, any of that stuff before I say goodbye to that TA? It's the last call. It's the last call. Top of the morning, Anthony Soprano, Jared Doe, Max Wild. Did you survive? Have you survived? I mean, he's here. It's a good sign. Y'all had your chances. TA's gone. Bye-bye. Bye-bye now. Bye-bye now. I think it was like, I don't know, some CME gap or some bullshit down here. There's some bullshit. Somebody said there was some bullshit down here. I don't know. I don't know about it. I don't know nothing about it. So let's just work with what we got over here. Nope, there I go, hitting that space bar, flipping charts again. Oh, so exhausting. Actually, you know what? I am gonna take that whole sum. I think I am gonna take the whole thing. Yeah, I believe I am gonna do that. I believe I am gonna take this entire zone and put a little extra emphasis on the top section of it. I think that's what I'm gonna do. Yep, that's what I'm gonna do. That's what I'm gonna do. Let me go back down to the 5 or so. I'm pretty tired. Super. Yeah, fucking nailed it. I nailed it. That's what I'm looking for. All right. So as price continues to the upside. Yep, that'll work. We'll go ahead and leave that there. Unintended, but worked. You know, we come up, as it stands right now, if we come up here and lose this, down again. That would be down again. That would be this thing that I was doodling on upon earlier. That'd be this thing. There's some little bit of unmitigated demand. I don't know if it's gonna work out. That stuff's gonna work. I don't think it's gonna work. I'm not gonna mark it out. We are alive. Good. Stay alive, bro. Stay alive. Trail your shit up. Trail your shit up. Like, give me a line. Give me a line, all right? Like, okay, made it that high. Awesome, cool. We broke this high up here. Awesome, cool. We broke the next high up here. Awesome, cool. We broke the next high up here. Awesome, cool. You know what I mean? Like we cracked that one. Just trail it up, man. Trail it up. Trail it on up. Trail it on up. All right, now do I see a potential in which this zone up yonder, up north of us, could be disrespected and gone through? Yeah, I do. I do. Obviously, my primary recommendation for today is going to be to watch how your structure develops inside of this zone, right? Especially if you start to see, like, you know, you have a decent clip above that high, and then you have a decent clip above that high, but then all of a sudden you start to really lose strength, and then it starts to aim back for the low and starts to like break the low. Yeah, well, it's time to do what I did all day yesterday at that point, and that is short that thing. So whether, you know, I mean, whether it goes here, or not, I don't care. I don't care one bit. It can come here, it can come here, it can come here, it can come here, it can come here. I don't care. I don't care. That's what I'm looking for. That's what I'm looking for right there. Yeah, as high as 84,800, right? Because that could just be an SFP of this high. Yeah, so yeah, just you know, we've got upward structure right now. We've got it. It's here. It's hanging out with us, and it shall continue to set higher highs and higher lows until this structure flow here reverses, until wherever that happens, wherever it reverses. Till then, it is up. Till then, it is up. You know, can I see a zone like this being disrespected? Yes. Here's why. Here's why. I always like to hit y'all with the whys. I always like to hit y'all with the whys. So if you referenced my first market structure video I did when I get into multi-time frame analysis, I talk about how imagining that your daily market structure is being driven by like your 4-hour market structure. So say that price were to come up here and break this 4-hour high. Well, awesome. Then I suggest that it should continue to set higher lows and higher highs and higher lows and higher highs and higher lows and higher highs until, hold on, I may have gone a little too far. And the 4-hour may flip into a bullish trend like this, only to reverse out of areas like these because your daily market structure is bearish. Right? So your 4-hour, you may see a reversal on your 4-hour to set the next lower high on your daily time frame. So yeah, I could see some you know, some of these more immediate zones getting chopped through. I could see a significant climb up, you know, kind of fill up some of this shit, you know, clean that up, build more liquidity on the bottom side of this, and then pull it down even lower. Yep. See that possibility. What else we got in here? So we've kind of talked about this situation, right? We understand this situation up and about yonders. So that's cool. What about a long trade though? What's up with that? I mean, you know, obviously we can watch for one off the low, but that's not a today thing. I assure you this is not a today thing. Nope. It just ain't. That is not a today thing. So what could be a today thing? It's a little rough, isn't it? A little rough. Because I love the V shape of this right here. Love it. Love it. And I would like to use it as demand. Hey, you know what? Actually, I'm going to think about that soul chart that Anthony asked me about, and I'm going to employ that same exact logic on this. Let's hypothesize that that we do come up and break this high significantly, and we do interact with supply. Well, what if we come back down into newly formed demand and it flips, right? That demand literally being this chunk of price action here. And then we see it flip out of there. Give me my demand box. And we see it flip out of there. Well, it just told you a really important piece of information. If that were to happen, I'll just reference the soul chart because it is a perfect example. So you see an interaction with a very significant piece of supply. Is that pretty similar to what we're looking at on Bitcoin? Where did that chart go? Is it this chart? Is it this? First of all, what time frame am I looking at this on? Let's go 2 minute, whatever. We'll do the 2 minute on here too, I guess. Yeah. Yes. As now, as a matter of fact, as I look at it, I would say that this piece of price action here on the Bitcoin chart is the equivalent of this piece of price action here on the Sol chart, right? I would say that that is pretty equivalent. On Sol, we see that as we interact with supply, we start to pull back, but demand holds. That means that, yes, supply had an effect, but demand is in control. Right? Can we anticipate something like that on Bitcoin? Sure. Sure, absolutely. Why not? I have absolutely nothing against that. Because if it were to, you see how bullish that was on Sol, right? I mean, like it prices up 10% after that ping off of supply back into into the controlling demand, right? It ran after that. It ran after that. So I would suggest that that would be something that we could look for. I would suggest that. I would suggest that. Call it a pivot zone. I'm gonna come up with new terminology. I'm gonna call it a pivot zone. Call it a potential pivot. Potential pivot zone up to this high. Yeah, that'd be kind of cool. I don't, like obviously I don't love it because if you come from this high here down to this low here, and then we look at that from a discount versus premium, it's like you would be kind of heading south out of premium, and then you'd be longing in some manner of premium uh, some manner of a premium of a range, right? So not the single-handed best. How did that play out on the Sol chart? Yeah, see, Sol chart was about an equal. Well, no, because we only measured from this high. So yeah, it was a similar situation on Sol actually. So we come from here to here. Put this little Shingadaris back on. Yeah, it was a pretty similar situation. It's like you ping right off of premium, like kind of the bottom of the premium section, come back into here and rip up. So yeah, I suppose that's something else that we could watch for on the old corny coins. And let's say and it's question time. Let's get rid of these sunglasses. Let's put on the regular glasses. And let's answer some goddamn questions. All right, let's see here. Let me look at chat. St. August Max is a different YouTube account. Well, what's up, Max? And let's see, Mike. Okay, good to go. On John Doe, screw the phone. Okay. Yes. Good morning, Brew to the Reaper. If you would go through a few confirmations, that would be rad. Yeah, I can go through some of the confirmations that existed up in here. So I want to say this is where we shorted yesterday. And this is where we shorted yesterday. We short up here. Well, let's see. That's Thursday. Yeah, so we shorted up here. So up here, I think we decided this was 30-minute structure in this area. Let's see, Thursday, Tuesday, Thursday. Yeah, Thursday. Here we go. So this was 30-minute structure up here, and as we kind of began the stream yesterday, we noticed that we had broke the 30-minute time frame. Bear Boss, and we had done that out of this general range of supply from this high to this low, that general area of supply, but furthermore the 30-minute order block right in the center of it. So we had interacted with so we had a couple of things, right? We had a weak low and we had a strong high. I don't love that high, but whatever, it had strength to it relative to the low. We were inside of supply and the 30-minute time frame was breaking. So as it back tested into the range, that was entry. Now if I remember correctly, I think I entered somewhere right around here. But back test into the range, into this range, into that range, and that was short. That it's literally, that's all it was for me. I not use anything else for that. And then okay, and then we after that we had cracked this low. And we had cracked this low here, leaving supply above us, right, from here to here. And so upon this back test of supply, that one right there, that was short number 2. That was short number 2. Yeah, short. Let's get back down to the 2-minute time frame. Yeah, so this was short number 2, initial target here. Initial target right here, which was a pretty good short. I mean, that was decent. I made good money off of that. I compounded my account considerably. What chart am I on? The Bybit chart? That's unfortunate because on the other chart that I was watching, Binance, those highs took each other. But anyway, so that was short number 2, and then we broke this low, right? Then we broke this low, right? So short number 2 was from here to here, and then it smashed down below it, leaving leaving supply back above it, right, in this area, and then we interacted here. Now the market structure confirmation on this was an internal market structure confirmation, which was not the best. It was not the best. No, if this high would have come up and taken the other high and then come down and broke the low, that would have looked better, but we still had a weak low. We still had a weak low, so I did take the internal structure on that. I did enter short literally right there, and I did close it literally right there. And then I was pretty much done. I did take a scalp long because I saw that we had a range from here to the first low back over yonder, and I noticed that we had done a 1, a 2, a 3, and then flipped 2 structure off of the third tap. So I did enter a small scalp long here. Fortunately, I did take some profit at the high and have my stop loss and break even there. So not a lot of movement out of that. And I was well asleep by this time. I was well asleep by then, or I would have hit long on that again. Didn't Sol flip 4-hour structure bullish? Well, let's give it 4 hours to close. You know what I mean? Let's give it 4 hours to close. I think that seems a fair expectation. We've got an hour left on that candle, so let's let it close. So far, we are here. And I'm going to tell you, the amount of times that I keep finding this happening where you hit this one and stop at the next one, oh man, I'm telling you, I want to do a whole video about that. But we're right there, so let's just let it close. Let's just find out what's up. Can you get a supply and demand flip off of it? That'd be kind of cool. That'd be kind of cool. That'd be like a breaker block kind of situation. So the best thing I can tell you about Sol is let's talk about a couple of things on Sol, because Anthony's going to ask about it anyway, so we might as well just get ahead of the game. Okay, so that's been mitigated ish. Yeah, whatever. Take it off. Okay. So you have structure up from the low, right? You have we've cracked that 4-hour high, and we have structure up from the low. Let me just squiggle it out, right? Whatever, you have structure in here. You have a 1, 2, 3 top so far, which isn't a good look, right? That's not a particularly boom, 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 lose this low, and then you're back under that 4-hour high. And if this does not hold, then I think you're back down to the low at that point. Yeah, I would say that is a pretty accurate statement. Yeah, this needs to hold. If we have done a range, let me delete this. If we have done a range, or rather, I think I'm going to start drawing them this way, a range an initiation, if we are going to do a mitigation for a continuation, then I would suggest that it would be out of here. After that, I feel like you would be looking at, this kind of 1, 2, 3 tap here with a break here, and then if you come down and that zone doesn't work and you smash below that low, I think it's just all lower highs and lower lows until you get back down to the bottom. Yeah, that's how I feel about that. Now, like having said that, whatever. So let's call that a pivot zone too. If we lose it, I'm going to be back. I would be totally encouraged to short Sol, and if we hold it, I would be totally encouraged to long Sol. Yes, I would. The short master of disaster. Uh-oh, I got raided, didn't I? I got raided. So we were just talking about Sol flipping 4-hour structure bullish. That's what we were talking about, and the potential for it to still, go down here. It still has potential to go down here. It still has potential. Yep. That's pending break right there. All right, so that was some Sol. Questions would go a long way this morning, gang, because I'm pretty tired. And thanks, everybody, for coming and joining from over at Alex's stream. We got sup from somebody saying sup from, I can't read that. I can't even begin to, but what's up with you? French Toaster, Daniel, Dean, Free Stonisfer, Siebel, Netherlands, Drew says, good morning, Brew, One Harmony, Lucky Deal, David Brumbelow, Jesus Christ, there's so many people, Wayne C., Crypto Chef, Miles, Trump Power, Dieter Dolan, Miles, what's up? Yeah. The stuff in the background. I got that's why my machine over there. I got my Ableton Push over there. We got the turntables over in the corner. We got the keyboards. We got the studio monitors. We got the stuff. Thoughts on USTD, the D's of the USTs. D's. Let's take a look. I haven't looked at it. It probably looks. It's probably up there, huh? Probably up there. What's up with the dominance on the USTs and Ds? Well, I mean, I was, I know I got my camera angle all messed up. Hold place. Whatever. Who gives a shit about the camera anyway? USTD. Well, I mean, unfortunately, we've kind of rotated here, right? We're rotating bullishly, right? Like, we crack the top of we SFP the top of the range, we SFP the bottom of the range, we break our structure back to bullish on the damn thing, and like, I mean, it cut through my resistance. I don't like it. I don't like it, Alex. I don't like it one bit. I don't like it at all. At all whatsoever, I don't like it. Is there better news on the 4-hour? Yes, at least there's better news on the 4-hour. Please, for the love of God, come down here. God, I don't even know if that's going to save us. USTD, tether dominance, unfortunately looks bullish, in my opinion. I mean, I'm going to put me in alert right here. See if we can maybe start shifting some 4-hour structure bearishly on it. That would be nice. Sol and ETH. Oh, we were talking about I don't know if I'm dealing with lag on there, but we were talking about Sol. I think we were talking about Sol. Mm. Well, there was a super cool thing that happened on the Sol chart while I was sleeping that I would have longed the pants off of in your let's hop up time frames. Yeah, I would say that your most relevant section of supply, at least between here and here, and there's not anything really relevant for supply up in here, in my opinion, was this guy right here. And so the super cool thing happened at 5 o'clock this morning, where it hits supply, right? And it interacts with supply, and you do get three 15-minute bearish candles off of it. But what happens is it comes back into demand, and demand holds. That's a pretty powerful signal, in my opinion, because what you're seeing is that, like, obviously things went down, right? And obviously it takes a significant amount of supply to enter the market to cause those kinds of cascading waterfalls. They don't just happen willy-nilly, okay? So, so when you interact with supply and you see that price pulls off of it, but then demand holds and immediately comes right back above that high, that to me is a clear indication that supply is not in control, because this should have been a boom back down to here. But instead it held its most local area of demand, showing that demand is in control, not supply. So believe it or not, like this, well, I don't know if you believe me. I have no idea if you people believe me. That would have been a incredible long. If I was up at 5 o'clock in the morning staring at this chart, I would have hammered that thing. Sorry for yelling. This mic is a little sensitive. And then it, brought us up as far as this high. Do we still have supply right above that high? We do. We do have supply right above the high still. And so generally, I would say that, we could have the makings of the early makings of a larger sort of accumulation range. Price plummeted yesterday, well, all throughout the week, right? But it took a sharp turn south yesterday. I'll say it until I'm blue in the face. I'll say it until you guys stop watching me on YouTube. When you have a giant fall like that, you should be expecting a range to follow it. You absolutely should be expecting a range to follow it. And so far, all we are doing after that big cascade is starting to develop a range. So, is this the early stages of what our range is going to be? Quite possibly. Quite possibly. Price could trade in. I could see price trading between, whatever, call it $150 and $125. I could see it trading in between those two prices for literally like a week and a half to come. I could absolutely see that happening. So it's kind of like some more thoughts on Sol. I guess that's some more thoughts on Sol. Yeah, it would be better to range here. It would be better to range here. That's how. It would be better to range here. Now, I'm perfectly fine in looking at this more of a 1, a 2, and a 3. And then if you come up and you show strength above here, the sky's the limit. Like I don't really have an issue. I don't have an issue at least until, yeah, like up in the 160s area. We'll talk about it when we get there, but I don't have any issue with that at all. So things could flip bullishly, or they could range here. And it just is, but just my recommendation will be the same as always. Try not to overcomplicate too much and just play what's right in front of you. All I see so far is a range, and the structure from this low to this high is currently bullish, right? And if it flips bearish and you're at the tops, aka the premium of your range, and the structure from this leg from here to here flips bearish, well, then you should be shorting and aiming back down to the low of the range. And if at any point in time on that leg, well, I mean, really, I'd like to get to the range low, but even if you get down into the discount of the range and this leg flips bullish, well, then you should be aiming back up towards the top of the range. Something along those lines. Something along those lines. There's too many people in here, so much in the chat. I can't. How do I keep up with all this? Swagasaurus Lex, what's up? What's up? Thanks for all the updates and infos on your trades last night, Brew. Glad I could help. He's going to make me do ETH. What's up from Bali? Man, I was thinking about, I want to go to Bali, but I don't know, y'all are pretty stringent on some regulations out there. He bought USDT. That's a funny meme there. That's a joke. Bali dream vacation. Yeah, let's talk algo. We can talk some algo. Jared Doe, thanks for the compliment on the TA. So we're gonna do ETH and algo. Okay, let's do ETH and algo. Do I want to look at XRP? Do I even want to look at XRP? Probably. But we're not doing that right now. We're doing ETH and algo, and we're gonna move fast, Bruce. Stop being lazy. Wake up. Focus. Let's get going. ETH. Why is that line in my chart? Sweet. Well, sweet. Yeah, put your bias in your pocket on this. Let's delete everything. Let's get no indicators, please. I mean, you can't hate that. I can't. I'm not even allowed to hate this. I don't even have permission to hate this. Yeah, there's plenty of stuff we can talk about on here. I really want to know if it took this low though. Am I not on it? Yeah, I'm on the Bybit perpetual chart. Oh, yeah, I mean, come on, man. Like, just give it a break. Give it a break. Now, obviously, this thing could completely shit the bed, because if you lose this range, I've got to imagine that's not a good look for ETH. Yeah, not a good look for ETH at all to lose that range. No, not one bit of a good look for ETH to lose that range. Oh God, no. But you know, it has finally, well, I guess it did it, it's done it twice, but you know, failure at the high equals weakness at the low. And we're at the low, right? So it's just a range. It's just a range. Give it a break. Let's pick on those 2 weekly candles there and understand that that represents very significant supply. And let's drop back down to the 3, because I saw something on the 3. I want to talk about this on the 3. We want to recognize, I'm just going to build us a little flow chart here. I'll build us a little bit of a flow chart. Let's see, there's mitigation. Play a couple different time frames. Yeah, no, and then we're all the way up to the daily. All right, so let's go down in time frames. I'm trying to decide if there's anything inside of this zone that really concerns me, and so far I have not found anything that does. Not particularly. No. Okay. So I'm going to say my flow chart is going to be this. If we're gonna, I would suggest looking for the thing that I described on Sol, right? Where if you see supply react but demand hold, then I would long. And so that would be, let's drop down to the 5. So currently the only demand range we will have below us when we get there is going to be this one, and I would like price to expediently fill this gap between the two. Yeah, see, this is mitigated to me. To me, that is, this wick has mitigated that order block. So you have like tiny 5-minute order block here. Anyways, the matter is I want these candles to keep printing just like this. Show that you have strength in this area. Okay, show that you have strength. Where's the volume at? Do we have volume? We have volume. Oh, somebody sent me this indicator the other day for some inspectorgations. I have not even started looking at it yet. My fear is that it's not going to delineate interior or internal versus external structure, and I don't know if it'll really help me much. But anyways, yes. Get up out of here. What am I looking for? I'm looking for a fair value gap to be created right here, right? I want to see strong initiation. I want to see imbalance in the market. And then I want to see it come up into supply, and I want to see that supply has had some manner of a response, and then I want to see it come back down into demand that's going to labeled properly, and I want to long from there, providing that it shows that it is still in control, right? Providing that it shows that it is still in control. What would that look like? Well, that would look like, if you're fortunate enough to get it on your 2 to 5 minute market structure, it would look like this coming out of here. Let me delete these other ones so we can focus on what's at hand. Yeah, go away. It would look like this. It would look like this. And then that would be a long. I'm gonna still give some caution up here. Why is this box so big? What? I feel like that wasn't supposed to be that big, because it wasn't supposed to be that big. And then give me this other box inside here. Let's relabel that. There we go. Hold on, I'm gonna play with time frames a little bit more. Because we know that there's significant supply that hit the market there, and it's up towards the top. There it is. I'll go with that 2-hour order block right there. Yeah, go with that. And so I guess we have to look at it this way too. I guess we have to look at it that way too. Yeah, because flowchart perspective wise, I would say that, see, those are mitigated. I don't buy it. I'm not buying it. I would say that if you get if you can really clean through half of this thing, get back into demand run, or just straight go through it. Just go through it. You know what I mean? I think if you can break this zone here, price can ultimately find itself back at $2,500 pretty quick. Basically in the zone between this high and supply right there. I think it could find itself there pretty quick. Yep. And then if we can crack through this zone here, just from like a flowchart perspective, if we can crack through that zone there, then I would say we would be trading up into this zone here. And obviously if we crack that zone there, if that isn't the all-time high, then it would take us to the all-time high, which it is not the all-time high, but it would indeed take us to the all-time high. Yeah, so, get through, God damn it, with these highlighters, me and these fucking highlighters. Sorry, excuse my French, toasters. Yeah, so I would say like this is what's holding you back from coming back down to test that low again. And let's face it, I don't think that low holds on its third interaction. I think we're down to lower areas on the chart. Yeah, so yeah, this zone right here, you guys probably want price labels on it. Y'all probably want price labels on it. Yeah. You get through that area to me, and I think we're going to start filling up this blank section. And if you don't get through it, well then, trade with the expectation of achieving 2,048.76. And then Algo, Algo, I think we owe some Algo and some Link. We got some people asking for some Link. I'm curious about Algo. I own a significant chunk of Algo, and I did not sell the top. Oh, that's one thing I'd like to bitch and moan about, but everybody probably wants to bitch and moan about that today. It's like I fucking saw the top, fucking screamed about the top on all this shit. I didn't do much about it. All right, let's get some stuff wiped up here. You know, there's some interesting things on this. There's some interesting things on this. This chart is not as, in my opinion, is not as bearish as it may appear. Because this high here is still weak on the daily time frame due to this break here. We have not broken daily market structure since then. Nothing external. Yeah, you have internal breaks. Yes, you have internal breaks, but nothing external. Furthermore, if you just go to the weekly, you'll see pretty clearly that this is a range of price. We have initiated and we have returned for mitigation with the absolute possibility of continuation still. Shit thing is like it's still fair value gap land in this area, and so it could literally come back to where I originally traded it from. Yeah, it could easily do that. Totally permissible from a market structure standpoint. So let's take a look at a 4-hour. Super unfortunate that these lows don't touch. Very unfortunate. So currently I have to recognize that the low, and I'll mark the low here in a second, that this low is weak. And that this high is strong. And it's in supply. So can we short from here? It looks like it's being forced to go up. Is there supply right above our range? Yes, unfortunately there is. So I would say that if Algo is to go back to its weak low, it does not have to do that. It does not have to do that. But if it were to go back to its weak low, I would suggest that that would be occurring, like, you know, probably inside of this, at this point, I would say inside that 15-minute order block right there. I would say either here is where it comes back to the weak lows, or this area here, right? Just a soft initiation above the high into supply and then back down to there. I would say that's where it's going to come from if it is going to go back to the weak low. If it is instead going to come up and break the strong high, this thing, right? If it's going to come up and break the strong high instead, then it would probably, oh, give me one more leg. Give me one more leg. Come down, come up, and then come up through here, and then I would be looking to come that direction. I would be looking to come that direction. But either way, if we initiate, if we show a strong initiation above this internal high, I don't like it, but I would say that that could take us up to the strong high. Yeah, I don't like it because that's just internal only structure at that point. Up only internal structure, not my favorite. Yeah. I mean, I don't think the low was. Let me see. Let's do some further investigation and see if I can become satisfied with where the low put in. I mean, it definitely got put in inside of demand. We can't deny that. I don't know if it's the most logical spot of demand, but we just put the low in inside of this 2-hour or 2-day order block. It's pretty deep into it, though. That's what concerns me about it. It's pretty deep in there. But we did, I mean, the low didn't land in some random place. No, it did not. Oh, actually, I do like that order block. Because this one sucks. And this one is decent. This is another good one. This is another good one down here. Yeah, because that's right at the prior range high. So we like that one too. But you know, I mean, it got put into a 2-day order block. And that 2-day order block is about the midway point of the prior range. So you know, not a really hateful place to put the low in. And structure get, you know, this strong high at 0.2899 if broken could lead to a very bullish expansion on the chart. Could lead to if you break this guy, then your structure looks completely different. It just looks way better. Okay, that's a return to 4-hour bullish market structure, I believe, is how we were doing that. Yes, that would be, this would return your 4-hour market structure to bullish. So yeah, would look pretty sexy up there, wouldn't it? Wouldn't it? Let's go back and see what BTC was doing to satisfy my own personal curiosity, and then I will look at the chat and see if I can follow. Let's fucking go! Let's go. That makes me feel. See, no. I know some of you guys were a little bit late, right? But well, no, I don't know. I have no idea. It doesn't matter. I'm just going to keep talking. Like I said, I wanted to see fair value coming up out of here. I wanted to see strength coming up out of here, to then to then confirm demand down here. That's what I wanted to do. I wanted that so that I could confirm demand down here, so that in the event that we retrace back to that demand and fill this fair value gap, that I can long its face off. Yeah, so we like that. That's a good look. We like that. I like that. I longed at 6 a.m. Eastern Standard Time after watching it for 3 hours. Let's go, bro. Shorts get wrecked. 83K coming. Kill those shorts. Kill them. Sorry, I almost said bad things. Link. Linky poo. Oh, Linky poo. I don't like how right that flowchart was either. I don't like that at all. Can we wipe every drawing from this chart? I believe we probably can. Yep, we definitely can. All right, and so you had your range of price here. You had your initiation here. We are experiencing our mitigation here. We are about halfway down into the prior demand range. That's this guy. Looks like we're poking into a similar kind of like 3-day order block situation. No, is there not one there? Let's check the daily. There's demand there. I see you. You can't fucking hide from me. But I want one candle. Do I actually care? It's 4-day. Is it weekly? Hey! Knew you couldn't hide from me. Knew you couldn't hide from me. Yeah, you know, we have performed a range. We have performed an initiation. We have come down for a mitigation. You know, obviously, if you come from here to here to here and then back below here, we all know how incredibly bullish that or bearish that would be, and it looks insane when you draw it on a chart. It looks insane. Okay, looks like crazy talk. So I like where the low is, right? So I like where the low is. That's all I'm trying to say. I like where the low is. Now that we have determined, now I don't love that we made it more than 50% of the way through here. Ooh, and we had inducement on this zone. I like that too. Um, I like that too. That almost makes me feel like, how can I do this? Yeah. Yeah, I mean, like, don't kid yourself. Price above, you start closing 4-hour candle bodies above 15,746, and this thing could get hella bullish. I would say the primary supply that you need to worry about in the immediate future is going to be this one here. We'll get some price levels around it. You know what? Why shortchange ourselves? Let's just look at the whole zone. Let's just look at the whole zone. Yeah, I mean, you start closing 4-hour candle bodies above 1746. You're trading up to $17.12. Yeah, that's gonna happen. That's gonna happen. There's liquidity right here to be ran. There's a fair value gap right here to be. Well, it's actually kind of already filled. But yeah, it would. I mean, that's a return to 4-hour. That would return 4-hour market structure to bullish, right? It just would. So that would look pretty sweet. Now I can see that we're just about to interact with a 4-hour supply block. I don't know why I see this stuff even when it's all microscopic on my chart, but I do. But I do. So in the event that was, so right now your strong high in your 4-hour is 15,766, and your week low on your 4-hour and daily and whatever, the week low is down here at 1344. If we are going to come up and break the strong high, well, then that returns 4-hour market structure to bullish. If we are to return to the week low, well, then I suggest that it will probably come right from here. So for right now, I'm going to keep this pretty simple. We're not going to suggest a long trade there. We're going to suggest a short trade there. I'm going to suggest a short trade from here to here, pending a break of 3 to 5 minute structure in that area. And then obviously we're going to look to long this low down here. Back up to that high there, and then pending whatever demand, like let's hypothesize that we break the strong high. Depending whatever demand may form prior to that, would essentially end up defining how I would look at the long trade up to here. We don't have these candles yet, so I can only hypothesize about this kind of a situation. But yeah, we start to focus long after break 1576, and in the interim, I would suggest that you watch this zone between 14.77 to 15.230 for a shift on your 5-minute market structure. You don't even really have 5-minute market structure, so hopefully it develops some, because your 5-minute market structure right now looks like this. Right, so hope that it develops more 5-minute market structure, and then I would say you'd have a short trade out of there. It's 8:30. I got to move fast, guys. I got to move fast. So we talked about Algo. We talked about Link. Sui looks like a 4-hour OB bearish retest until proven otherwise. Let's take a peep over at that and see if I'm in agreement with you. I probably am. Sui. Sui on the 4-hour. We're looking for order blocks. Let's get these highlighters out of here. I mean, you're definitely trading into supply. I don't see the 4-hour order block myself, but you're trading into supply. Go away, all of you. Go away, go away, go away, go away, go away, go away. Get out of my face, get out of my face, get out of my face. I don't like you. And I would just look at it. I would just look at the supply as this. I just I don't for me it did nothing on here counts as an order block on the 4 hour time frame. If we get up in time frames, I'll find one, and it will be this 12-hour right here. It will be is a 12-hour right there, and let's see what. Um. Okay, so we kind of late shorts build their liquidity right here. We drop down, these lows touch, you flip your structure, you come back up, you suck up every last bit of those late shorts. You lose your structure here. We come down, we back test into this supply, we march down, we blow out the low, we bullishly expand off of the low. Yeah, this is still a problem zone. This is still absolutely a problem zone. All of this zone is a problem zone. Yeah, it is. And this low is still weak. And this high has strength to it, and this high definitely has strength to it. And so yeah, I mean, like I see what you're saying. There's nothing structurally in this area that I could confirm a short out of yet. I need to see at least a 5-minute break of structure, and again, you know, your structure kind of is here right now, so developing more structure in this area and then losing it would be a better look. And yeah, things get pretty bullish if you start closing like 4-hour candle bodies up above $3 or so. Things are going to look pretty bullish at that point. Did we look at where the low got put in on this? Do we like that? Oh yeah, we like that because it swept the prior low. So we do like that. Yeah, it's kind of where I'm at on SUI. SEI, we can take a look at SEI. Hope the low is in. Been buying heavily in the dip. Good for you. Okay, so SEI. Let's take a look at SEI. All right, SEI. I gotta move fast, guys. I gotta move fast. You know, I remember struggling with where to place that demand. I really remember struggling with where to place that. Did we originally take it off of a 3-day? Yes, we did. We originally took it off of a 3-day candle. And we were looking at it like that, and I remember hating that on the 15. But it doesn't matter. There's demand here, because if demand for the asset did not exceed the supply in this area, then it would not have gone from this area to this area. So there is demand down there. We've hooked into it. I don't like the roundness of this. I don't know why, but that bothers me. That is bothering me. That is indeed bothering me. I think that's the more logical way to look at this. And we only made it halfway through it. I mean, structure is still bearish on this. This is tough. That roundness to the bottom, I just don't have anything to play with in this area. I don't have anything to play with. I'll tell you why I have a general problem with it. This rounding liquidity that exists here is rounding and building here as well. So as much as I can see this continuing to come up and chew through all this, it gives it fragility and could fall on its face at any point in time, in my opinion. Because like you have all this rolled up, but now you're rolling this up too. So this could fail at any point in time, in my opinion. So I don't know if I even want to. Looking at this chart, I don't even think I want to plan a local trade on it. There's just nothing. I mean, like outside of here's the only trade I would currently be interested on this. Would be a short out of yeah, I'm gonna take the whole fucking zone. It would be a short out of this area between decimal 2729 and decimal 2589. As it stands right now, I think I would only be interested to short out of here. Things can change about this, but I think that's all I'm interested in at the moment. This being currently, this would be target one. Oh, did you have an NPOC down there? The old NDPOC. Come on, session volume profile. Let's go. I've got the NDPOC at 22, decimal 2250. I got it down here. Arkham. I'm overtime. Arc M. I gotta go. Start looking for longs above decimal 8584. Yeah, look for longs above there. Like I like where it's in because if this zone does not hold, then it's probably a dead asset. Yeah, look for longs above here. We'll take a little look at the 15. I'd say look for shorts out of here. And I would say look for longs either above one of the two of these, either above decimal 7600 or decimal 8690. I'd start one. Give me 4 hour candle bodies up in these zones that look like this upon their close, and then we could reassess. But until then, yeah, this is where I'm at with this. Could even fill this high. Could even fill that high. Sure could. That'd be another little idea. Be another little idea right there. All right, I super overstayed my welcome, guys, and I'm so sorry for doing that to you. But I gotta go, man. I gotta go. Fine. Thanks for the streaming ideas. Have a nice day and weekend. As always, back at you. Been busy lurking, trading, and working. Let's go. Brum below. Yeah, I gotta, guys, I super overstayed my welcome. I have to get out of here. Let me take one more quick peek at Bitcoin and see what in the world has happened on that. See if anything has changed the way I feel about anything. And let's go. No, nothing has changed the way I feel about anything. Well, no, I'm sorry, I lied. This here is no longer valid there. No, I lied. It is still valid there. So I lied about that too. I lied about that too. But I think as it stands right now, this is what I'm currently looking forward to. Is this? Yeah, you get out of here. You're not real. You're fake. Yeah, that's what I would be currently looking forward to. All day. All day. All day. All day. All right. You guys have a good one. I'm out.